We're going to get it rolling. Okay, we are officially recording. This is our first getting started right group call, which we kind of have decided to do for my personally sponsored and then obviously your downlines as well as you start to bring in your new partners. I definitely would like you guys, unless you feel comfortable obviously doing it yourself, I want you guys to lean on me. So that's like the very first thing I want to talk about before we even talk about goals or expectations or all of that. The very first thing I just want you guys all to know is if you have a question, come ask your upline. If your upline doesn't know, they're going to ask me. If I don't know, I go to somebody who does know. But utilize your upline. It's so important to utilize your upline and stay plugged in. So the fact that you're on this call, like Kim Gibbs here, guys, Kim Gibbs she just hopped on. I see her right now. She has almost sold $10,000 in sales this month. I know for a fact she does not need to be on this call, but she's on this call because she wants to tune in and see what I'm doing as a leader, and she's learning from me, and we're always just constantly learning. So it's super important to stay plugged in. Hop on the team calls. They're once a week, every Tuesday night at 9:00 p.m. Eastern. We have a team call. If you can't hop on that team call, totally okay. We don't expect you guys to hop on every single call ever. But we do share really good information on the trainings or on the team calls. We offer trainings. We let other people from the team. And it's very, very important to stay plugged in as you're growing. So that is the first thing. And no question is ever too stupid. I've had people say to me, I know you're so busy. Yo, I am not too busy to help you because you guys are the reason that I do this, right? I want you guys to be so successful at whatever your goals and your dreams are. So there is never, ever, ever a time where I feel like a question is stupid. And I've been in teams, and if you're new to network marketing, you may not have ever experienced this, but if you have been in network marketing previously, you may have experienced where my very first network marketing place was Beachbody. Well, it technically was my second, but this is my sixth company for everybody who doesn't know me. I have been in network marketing for almost 5 years. It'll be 5 years in June. And I started with Stella and Dot, which is the jewelry stuff. And then I moved to Beachbody, and then I did wine. And then while I was at wine, I also dipped my hands in Senegence. I did an athletic wear company. What else did I do? Is that everything? Stella and Dot, wine, Beachbody, Athona. Oh yeah. And Senegence. So yeah, that's 5. So this is my 6th company. So I have had my fair share of experiences in network marketing. So if you're feeling some type of way, whether you're feeling isn't it so weird, Kim? We did so many of the same ones, and Kim and I did not connect really until recently with the coffee biz. And it was even towards the end of wine is when we started to connect. So anyways, random tidbit. So I have most likely experienced a lot of the experiences you guys are either about to go through, maybe you're already going through some of them. So please utilize me, utilize your upline, and don't ever be afraid to reach out and to connect with me, or even if connect with other leaders on the team, like Kim, Jermaine, Megan, Jenia, we've got Jana, we have so many amazing leaders on this team. Just reach out. So that is the very first thing. So here we go. We are getting this going. I do want to kind of hear from you guys tonight, but I'm going to do a little bit of talking here first. So I definitely want to hear about some of your goals. What do you guys want to accomplish? Why are you here? Why is this important to you guys? I also want to know, how much money are you looking to make monthly? What's going to make sorry, I'm still kind of recovering here. What is going to make you feel comfortable? What is that number going to be? And how are you going to feel when you actually accomplish that number, right? Like, what is that big dream goal? And it may seem crazy because when I signed up for this coffee business, guys, I thought I was going to take me 6 months to hit $2,500 in sales. And I was like, all right, I can do this, but it's going to take me a while. And I am like just completely blown away at the growth. So anything is possible. That is for dang sure. So as I'm talking, I just want you guys to think about that. Think about your goals. What do you want to accomplish? You know, how much extra income are you looking to make monthly? And like, how is that going to make you feel when you actually do accomplish that, right? So, now, with that being said, as I have you guys kind of thinking about this right now, I want you guys to know a few things. Sorry, I'm like on the struggle bus. So, this business can sometimes be very discouraging for people. It is at the end of the day, it is all about numbers and how many people you talk to every single day consistently is definitely going to impact how fast your business is going to grow. Now, there is no right or wrong when it comes to what your goal is. If your goal is to make $300 a month, to me and to all the leaders, that goal equals just as much respect and amazingness towards that person as somebody who wants to be a number one top earner income. There's no difference to us, right? There's no difference. But we want you to know that your success is going to be up to you, right? So the team is here to help you. I'm here to help you. Your upline's here to help you. We cannot do the work for you. We can't. So not everyone's going to join you. You are going to hear no's, and this is not like trust me, I'm not going to make this like a super depressing call. But I do want you guys to understand that I'm going to keep things real with you. And you asked me for my opinion, and I will gladly help you formulate a better response or give you some constructive criticism. There is no, and I'm not going to turn around and be like, well, you suck ass. Like, I'm never going to say that to you guys, okay? But I will be open and honest with you guys. And I want you guys just to know up front that, like, expect to be rejected. Expect to hear no every once in a while, because it's important for us to learn from and the faster you can learn this, the faster your business is going to grow. Take the emotions out of the rejections. Take the emotions out of hearing no, right? It is a process of learning and gathering yeses over time, okay? So it's important for us to focus on the process and the activities, and especially focusing on what I like to call IPAs, which are income producing activities, not the beer. However, if you want to have a beer while doing it, you can, because you work from home. So anyways, income producing activities, you're like, okay, Kelly, like, what the heck is an income producing activity? And really an income producing activity is, it's literally so simple, you guys. Like, it is so crazy simple that we tend to overcomplicate it because we feel like it's too simple and like, there's no way this can be enough. Like, right? Like, there's no way this is enough. And it is enough. So the few things that you really should be focusing on every single day are connecting with new people. So that means adding some new friends, connecting with people on your Facebook. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm saying send cold messages, but you should be like actively going through your Facebook and looking at people who you want to start conversations with and love on their posts. I honestly, there's been a few team calls, and all of the team calls like are descriptive. There's a file section in the Dynasty. Again, utilize the Dynasty too, you guys. You can use that search button. The file section of the Dynasty is loaded with like scripts. We've got old team calls that we've had amazing trainings on. But what I was going to say was we did an entire team call basically on how to talk with people and how to get these conversations going and how to create lists on Facebook even. And a list on Facebook, I can literally show you guys really fast. Let's see how to do those. Let me pull up my Facebook really fast. I'm just going to show you guys. So you can't do this from your Facebook app, but you can do this from your Safari on Facebook. So literally you guys just go to here. And then see where it says friends list on the side. So this is the same as well on the side on the Safari as well. So look I've got a whole bunch of people that are, when I click on this is all Dynasty members that I'm going to see on this, okay? I haven't updated it in too long here because I've been mainly focusing on my prospect list. So look, guys, I have 93 people on this prospect list, and this basically is only going to show me people that I want to be talking to. So I'm not just aimlessly scrolling through Facebook. I know that I want to talk to these people, whether I have a conversation with them, honestly, some of them may be, dream people down the road. Some of them may just be people that I like to have conversations with. So create those lists on Facebook so that your time is organized. Every day I do a power hour, 1 hour. That is it, guys. It takes 1 hour to truly work this business. And I am happy to share it with you guys with what I do. I think I've posted it in the chat. I should make a fun graphic and post it in the Dynasty so that it's like there forever and it's pretty and everybody can find it. I do 20 minutes of personal development. Okay, Danielle said that is super helpful. I went through and figured out how to download all my friends into a list and did not. So I still recommend downloading all of your friends into a list as well, which is super easy to do. You can literally Google how to download Facebook friends into an Excel and it'll show you how to do it. I won't go into details because it's literally super, super easy to do it. But you guys can kind of figure it out. But definitely utilize lists. It will keep you focused instead of aimlessly scrolling. I tend to aimlessly scroll, which is why I have a prospect list. And you can add people to these lists from the app as well. So if you add a new friend and you're like, oh, wow, I think I want to add that person to my prospect list, you just click the friends where it says that you guys are friends on your app, and it will show you, it'll say go to list, click the list, and it'll have you pick which one you want it to be at. Super, super easy. We even have instructions in the Dynasty files on how to download your entire Facebook friends into an Excel sheet to start working off of. So I do 20 minutes of personal development in my power hour, and then I do 10 minutes of loving on that prospect list, which I just showed you guys. And then I do 15 minutes of invites. I do actually send cold messages only on Instagram. I just feel like that's a personal thing for me. That doesn't mean I don't ever invite people on Facebook, but I really build a relationship with people on Facebook before I ever send an invitation. And if it is an invitation, it's most likely an invite to a sneak peek we have coming up or some type of event that we have going on. Those are really easy to invite to. So after the invites, I do 15 minutes of follow-ups. So you should be keeping track, like Danielle was just saying. Creating a master list is very important when you're just getting started, and a good place to start is by downloading your Facebook friends. You can go ahead, and if you want to make a list and sit down and like brainstorm of people by yourself, you totally can. But creating those Facebook lists and loving on them on Facebook and just really create, because you don't need to necessarily create a relationship with them in personal message, right? Like that sometimes can be icky for network marketers. So it's really important to be sure that you're not just aimlessly scrolling on Facebook, and that you're actually interacting with people, and you're liking on their posts, and you're commenting on their posts, and you're replying to every comment that people comment on your posts. Be human. Be like a normal human friendly person. Like that is a huge part of being successful, I swear to you. So after follow-ups, I just like to make sure I take 10 minutes to check into my groups, to check in with my team. You guys obviously hear from me basically once a day, right? Like I just take 10 minutes, check everything out, look what everybody's been up to, and making sure that I'm staying plugged in. And that's it. That is literally it. 1 hour and I'm done. And then obviously I'm responding to messages as they come in. I am talking to you guys as you guys have questions. Like you'll find that you do other things. But as long as you are staying focused on those IPAs, it's super, super simple. So yeah, be human. It's so simple, but it's hard sometimes. I know. That's why you'll hear me tell you guys to remember to be human and to be a friend first more than anything, because I really think that our products speak for themselves. Like they really truly are amazing products, and we don't really need to sell them. Like they speak for themselves. So it's just up to us to put the idea, to plant the seed into somebody's pot, right? Like it's just up to us to kind of like present the opportunity, like just, hey, look, let me give you a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out here right now on what you're missing out, because our products, they like really do rock. And then they're going to see, you know, what you're doing because you're commenting on their stuff and you're liking on their stuff. So you're going to post up on their feed a little bit more because you're interacting with them more. So they're going to start to see you in their feed more. And then the whole process kind of starts to roll down from there, as you guys can imagine. So with that being said, going back to what I was talking about beforehand, let me get back to, I have some notes here that I want to make sure I'm like not missing anything I wanted to talk to you guys about. So yes, getting back to it, success is definitely up to you. It doesn't take a lot for us to get this business moving. As you guys said, like as I just showed you guys and explained to you guys, like it's literally 1 hour a day focusing on, you know, these quick things to do, and you move on to the next thing. However, it gets tough because consistency is very important. Sometimes you're not going to want to do those things. Sometimes you're not going to want to get on a call like this. Sometimes you're going to be too tired. Sometimes you're just not going to want to respond to those messages. But what I always like to tell people is I'm doing this and I'm working hard now so that I can have the freedom in a few years, right? Like, and that I'm putting everything I have in right now, especially in this business, because we are so ground floor and we are just starting out as a company, that now is the time to put your head down and to work and to do those things even when you don't want to do them, and even when they suck. Now, here's the thing. I'm not telling you that if you've had the worst day of your life that you suck if you don't do your power hour, okay? Like that is not what I'm trying to say at all. If you are sick, if you are having a bad day, if you got into a car accident, if you just literally are on your period and you're PMSing, like whatever, it's totally okay to have a bad day. I got sick, guys. I went MIA for a few days, right? Like I was like, I'm dead. I'm dead to the world right now. I can't even look at my phone. it's going to happen. Life is going to happen. However, here I am feeling better Monday night, hosting a call for you guys. I'm hopping right back into it. So I'm not saying that you guys can't go on vacation or that you have to literally work 365 days a year. That's not what I'm saying. And I think that that gets confused sometimes. But what I am saying is that it is important to be sure that you are being consistent on social media, that people, your audience especially, is watching you be consistent, because like y'all are new. So your audience right now is like, what are these people doing? And like, are they even serious about this? Because I don't know. Like, I'm not going to jump into this if they're not totally serious about it. So that's why it's very, very important for us to stay consistent in our posting, and just in our conversations and like loving on people on Facebook. So anyways, the next thing I want you guys to think about, besides the list, I also want you guys to think about like the game plan of what your goals are. So it's really important to set the goals. If you guys want to share your goals in the chat section, feel free to share your goals. Or if you're not comfortable doing them publicly, actually, I do think you should do them publicly, because making it public honestly brings like a whole nother level of accountability. But if you don't have exactly what you want your goal to be right now, like that's totally fine. Personally message it to me later, or your upline, or both, because it is important to tell especially your upline. And I am technically all of you guys' uplines. So if you want to share with me and your direct upline, it's really, really important for you to share with your upline what your goals are, because how are we going to help you and guide you if we don't really know how much you want to put forth, right? Like we are not your boss. I always tell people I'm not your boss. Like, I'm not here. If you don't show up, I'm not going to be mad at you. Like, I still love you just as much as I did the day before. Like, I am not going to be mad at you for not showing up, because it's your business. You can't be mad at me when you come around and say, oh, this isn't happening, or I'm not making this, or I didn't hit rank, when you're not showing up consistently. So it's important for you to stay plugged in with your upline so that they can help you. And sometimes we all kind of tend to get into funk sometimes. So it's good to just let them know so that they can kind of bring you back. You know what I mean? Like, it's just really important to be open with your uplines, about how you're feeling, if you're feeling stuck, what your goals are. And yeah, like Danielle said, speak life into them. So with that being said, you guys, I want you guys to go ahead and sit down. If you haven't already, make your list for people that you want to prospect, well, is what I call it. And I know people don't like that term, but like, sorry, that's what it is. People that you want to prospect, create your list on Facebook. It's really easy to do it. You can Google how to do that too, so you're not aimlessly scrolling. And the only other thing that I like to tell people, one of my biggest tips, I'm like really big into aesthetics, and I don't know if I love the word branding, because it's not really branding. Like, I don't know if I consider myself a brand. I share my life and who I am and what the things that I like. However, here's the thing. When I'm sharing on social media, I try really hard to remember that my profile, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram, wherever, my profile essentially now is like my billboard, right? So I want people to come to my page and to look at my page, whether it's on Instagram or on Facebook, and to be like, wow, this girl's funny, because I try to be funny. This girl's funny, or I can relate to her. and her profile's pretty, her pictures look pretty good. Like, okay, I want her to train me on how to do the same thing, right? Like that's kind of most likely what people come to you asking you. They're like, all right, I'm going to trust that so-and-so knows what they're doing, or that she trusts somebody else that they know what they're doing. So as you grow, try to remember aesthetics are important. So that doesn't mean that like you need to be some crazy Instagram professional photographer and have amazing lighting on everything. Like that's totally not what I'm saying. Utilize stories, you guys, for like stories are life. Like I put everything on stories. But I'm very particular about what I post on Facebook. And I make sure that I'm not just posting, don't ever like to hit the share button. Stop sharing things. That's the first tip. You want people to share your posts, but you do not want to hit the share button ever, ever. It screws up your algorithm, first off, and you just don't want to do it. So I want you guys to focus more so on sharing your stories. And people, just remember that people come to your profile for 3 reasons. They want to laugh, they want to be inspired, or they want to learn something about you. They want to have some type of value brought to them. So whether it's a story about your childhood, or whether it's just like you're sharing a recipe, like to them, that is value. Okay. So they want to laugh, they want to be inspired, or they want to have value brought to them. So when I'm posting, not only am I thinking about aesthetics, and I personally like to use one single filter on all of my posts. And actually on Instagram, I don't even like really use a filter. I just brighten it up a little bit and do a little bit of a fade. And like I have like my own little kind of filter, I guess I create. But you can totally go on Instagram and you can, we've got lots of different apps for it as well. I do like VSCO, which is VSCO. I just typed it in the chat. You can go on Pinterest and literally search free VSCO Instagram filters. And essentially what it will do is show you guys a bunch of different, let me just show you guys, because I know I've talked about this like multiple times. So it might just be easier to show you. Share. Okay, so Pinterest. So we're going to just go free VSCO. See, look at free VSCO filters, and they pop up. So what this is, you guys, I'm just going to pull this one. So you can see this right here is essentially like what I like to call, quote, a recipe. It's basically just going to create this look. The look, I'd say it's kind of like darker look. Like that look is obviously a lot different than this look, right? Like this is super faded. It kind of has a little bit of like a pink tint to it. And that look again is very different from this, which is, I actually really like this. This is like kind of my style, where it's like the faded, bright look to it. It's kind of, you're not really don't look at the photos. You want to look at the way that the photos are tinted and colored a little bit, and that look is a lot different from this one, right? Oops. Did I click it? No. That one is much different from this one, where this one is very bright and it's high in saturation. So you kind of go through them all. There's clearly a ton of them. It may take you a couple of tries to find a couple, honestly. You can also save the filter on VSCO. So all you need to do at every new photo you add is just click the VSCO thing, which I can totally do a training on how to do that too. I know you're the color scheme from following you. Yeah, like literally, I'm crazy about the color scheme thing. It really does help. I really feel like when you put everything kind of together and keep everything aesthetically similar, I don't know. It just people like always come to me like, wow, looks like you got your shit together. I'm like, I really don't. I just put a filter on it. It's just the same filter every single time. So I do think it gives us a level of credibility when our profiles look well constructed. Because really, this is very much a billboard. It really is very much a billboard. And I'm totally not always put together. Like, I'm so, like, my house is a crazy mess right now, you guys. Like, I'm not even going to show you, but my toy room is a disaster. So, like, that's not how it is at all. However, I'm just I'm conscious. I think about what I'm going to post, and I think about how I'm going to post it before I post it. Now, I still like to have fun and share as much of my life as I possibly can. I just do that on stories, both on Instagram and on Facebook. And that's only up there for 24 hours. And then I just really think about what I want my value post to be, and that's what goes up on my wall. Going live is another thing, you guys. I know it's really scary, but going live is very important. Live on Instagram is just like whatever, I guess. Nobody I ever feel like really truly watches Instagram lives, but Facebook lives definitely. I do not recommend killing yourself with them. I know Ray Higdon just did a 14-day challenge, and he's amazing. He is like incredible. If you guys don't know who Ray Higdon is, please go follow him on Facebook at the very least. And not like I don't get any credit for talking about him at all, but I will tell you guys that I have learned so much in the past year by joining Rank Makers, which is his private Facebook group that he does for trainings. It is $20 a month. You're not like required to do it every single month, but it's definitely down the road. If this business is something you're serious about, please look into Rank Makers, and at the very least, go follow him. I'll type his name so you guys can go follow him right now. Like, he's literally amazing. So, oh God, I spell checked his last name, Ray Higdon. Higdon. Oh my gosh, Ray Higdon. There we go. He's awesome. And I have a lot of the things that I train you guys on, or will be training you guys on, are through Ray, who he actually did 11 network marketing companies before he found success. So there is definitely hope, you guys. So basically, that is all I have for you guys tonight. We can definitely do a separate, I really should just put a whole Instagram training together for the entire team. It's been so crazy with the holidays. I haven't had a chance. I burnt my head with my curling iron. So does anybody have any specific questions? If you guys do, you can definitely take yourself off of mute. If you are concerned about what to post at the very beginning, my biggest tip for that, and this isn't, I guess, just for beginning people, but this is for everybody, because I still do it too, and I'm 6 months into the business. You got to create curiosity. So, if you're brand new, posting a picture of your coffee mug, or you could take a picture of yourself with the coffee mug. Some people are like not into selfies. I love selfies. I think selfies work. But posting a picture of that along with your favorite reason why you love the coffee is definitely going to create curiosity. Like, it for sure is going to create curiosity. So, I swear this is the last thing I'm going to say, you guys. Amy, I'm going to use you as an example. So Amy is on the call here. She just put up her first curiosity post last week, and when we were talking about like how for her to kind of get started and what she should post about, I asked her exactly what I just said to you guys and said, well, what's your favorite part about the coffee? And she said that she loves that she's actually able to sleep better when she drinks the coffee, which is not something people would normally think would be, coffee and sleeping, right? Like people are like, what? So she posted that and definitely created some curiosity just by posting her favorite thing. Danielle, she's on the call. She did another one. She did a great job of creating curiosity. And Tori and Joanne, y'all are on here because she created some serious curiosity. And Danielle mentioned, that she was down like, 9 pounds in her first 10 days or something like that. And she's got people that she's talking to. So creating curiosity is very, very important, and it's really easy to do. We just tend to overthink it. So if you need help creating curiosity, totally okay. We're here to help you. Just ask, and we've got like so many curiosity posts that we have already constructed. But yeah, that's really truly all that I have for you guys tonight. I will say that do not copy and paste. That's a no-no. No copying and pasting, guys. If you want to take parts of posts are okay. Like, so if you see a post that like maybe talks about the benefits of the coffee and you're like, okay, I want to utilize those bullet points that so-and-so posted, cool, definitely take that, but don't copy and paste the whole post. Rewrite it and make it your own. It's one thing to be inspired and use an inspiration, and it's another thing to utilize imitation, right? Imitation is so much different than inspiration. So be yourself. Don't lose sight of yourself. Like, just be you, share you. Just be conscious of what you're sharing, right? And be sure that you're bringing value. So does anybody have any questions for me? This is recorded, so I will share in our team chat on how to get started or how we're feeling on getting started. Anybody? No? Which is good. I hope we don't, but if we do, I'm happy to answer. Okay, you guys. So, well, that is it. You guys, I'm going to leave you guys with two things to do. Action steps. That's what I'm going to call them. And the first thing is to get to your upline and tell them what your goals are. And if you're on this call and you want to retell me what your goals are, maybe your goals have changed. Maybe your goals have shifted. Tell your upline or me or both what your goals are, and go and check out some filters. Check them out. Download the app VSCO. Check out VSCO. Poke around. Don't let it overwhelm you, because it can be a little bit overwhelming. But just poke around and have fun with it and create some curiosity. Those are three action steps for you. So, all right, you guys, that is it. Need to do the list and VSCO. Yeah, the list is a huge one. I don't like to tell people to do that off the bat. But I find that it really just helps me not scroll on Facebook like mindless. Otherwise, I'll just like scroll for days. At least if I'm scrolling on here, I know I'm talking to people I want to be talking to. So, all right, you guys. Well, that is it. Thank you guys all for hopping on. This was fun. We'll be doing these more often for sure. And I'm hoping to start adding in like a power hour too. I'm just not sure when to do it yet. So, okay, guys. Well, thanks for hopping on. I love you all, and I'm sure you all will hear from me like first thing in the morning. All right. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.